I've dealt with a lot when it comes to the LGBTQIA plus two spirit, whatever the hell else you want to add in there, community, the alphabet mafia. I've dealt with a lot when it comes to that mafia. But sometimes I watch a clip of this gang and it shocks even me. And I saw this come across my X feed, this clip of a trans activist in California threatening to kill an anti-trans protester who, by the way, was like well within her rights to just ask simple questions. You're out in public, you're allowed to speak. If someone doesn't want to speak back, they don't have to. And boy, let me tell you, this escalated really quickly. Take a look.
What's that? Hi, Trip. I'm just standing next to you. Great. Yeah. What age do you think a girl's mature enough to have custody? I think that's a decision for herself, her providers, and parents. How did you feel about your body changing as you were going through treatment? I had lots of different feelings about it. But you know what? I'm just going to go over here and stand. I'm not going to be so quiet to you. I'm just going to stand next to you to counter your hatred. You guys, it's not hatred to tell a child that they can grow up to be healthy and whole. A girl cop surgery. Kaiser Permanente charges over $100 copay, and the surgeon makes $25,000. I was approved for a phalloplasty with 2 appointments over Zoom. My doctor told me I could have a fake penis that would allow me to either pee standing up or to have penetrative sex, but not both. Do you think your transgender child might one day have top surgery and a phalloplasty? Is that something you would allow them to have? You know, they make a phalloplasty out of the skin tissue on your thigh or your forearm. It's like a skin sausage. It's a fake penis. $130,000.
I'm gonna hunt you down and
Wait, you can't say that. You can't tell somebody you're gonna kill them. You can't say that.
Ooh, joining me now is Beth Bourne, the woman you just saw assaulted. She's an advocate for parental rights, women's sports for women only, and free speech in Davis, California. Beth, thank you for joining me today. I cannot believe how well you handled that. I mean, I saw how hard she grabbed your face and she like shoved it away. That was clear assault. And you were just like, you're not allowed to say that, ma'am.
You know, I've had a lot of experience now interacting with these I don't know what you want to call them, these
psychopaths,
trans cult believers. Yeah. And so I just, you know, I know what my rights are in a public space like that, and I know it's okay to ask questions. And she knew I was recording, and I think I might have made her feel uncomfortable having to confront the truth, you know, about this medical scandal that's kind of unfolding right now.
Yeah, I have to ask, like, did you contact the police after this? Like, what happened directly after she, you know, assaults you, threatens to kill you, and then walks out? What happened after that?
You know, I'm very careful where I do my protesting now because I know people can get violent. So there were actually 2 police officers standing within 10 feet behind me, and as well as maybe 3 security guards, all in uniform. Oh, wow. And so immediately after it happened, I did report it to the police officer, and he went ahead and filmed my camera. So, you know, there's no way it could have been altered, right? He recorded it right then and there.
Great. And then do you know if they are doing anything about it? Because I don't know if it was the internet. I saw it on the internet under your post. They were very quick to find this woman. She has been identified as Madeline Mann. She is an administrative director at the University of California, San Francisco, in their research education programs. I mean, wow, what a shocker, Beth, that another person within the education, you know, industrial complex has this crazy psychopathic, you know, thought process about trans and is, you know, in that position.
You know, I worked at the University of California, Davis, just an hour and a half away, and it really is an echo chamber. You know, it is a bubble within a bubble of people where everyone has to have the same belief system and nobody can question it. So I was not at all surprised that the suspect, I mean, I don't have any confirmation yet, but that, you know, that's clearly who it looks like is in the video.
Yeah, and I tried contacting the university to ask them about this, and you're going to be shocked to hear, Beth, I haven't heard back from them yet.
Shocking.
Yeah. So tell me, why do you go out here and why do you do this? It's obviously very dangerous. These people are unhinged. Tell me, why have you decided that you are going to wade into the lion's den and have these signs and confront these people?
So it's very personal to me. You know, my daughter and my family we were very much harmed by this ideology and this belief system in our public schools. And I didn't realize what the teachers and counselors were saying to my daughter or what she was learning at school. And, her pediatricians here in Davis wanted to immediately medicalize her at Kaiser Permanente. And I pushed back. My daughter's, she's one of the lucky ones. She's healthy and whole. But it really, I have all the receipts. I have the medical records. I have the curriculum from the schools. And so I just realized I couldn't live with myself if I didn't do everything I could to end this, because I have so many friends and I've met so many parents who, and young people, detransitioners that have been harmed by this.
Yeah, myself as well. Especially when, Chloe Cole, I'm sure you probably have met as well. You get to know these people and you hear their stories. And I really was like, man, the detransitioners are going to be so crucial for ending this once and for all, because their stories are so heartbreaking and so compelling. You can't overlook it and you can't ignore it. It really is incredible to see the work that they've done. But of course, it takes all of us, right? So you decided from your experience, having all of this, the personal experience with your child, you decided to go undercover and pretend to be non-binary to help expose what is happening.
Exactly.
I can't believe this is so epic. I pretended to be non-binary to expose a medical scandal at Kaiser Permanente and tell everyone how easy it was.
Yeah, I mean, this really is still like the craziest thing I've ever done. But it was so easy, and I knew that well, I guess I didn't know it would be this easy, but I just went ahead and I told my doctors, that because I was worried about my own daughter, and turning 18.
Mm-hmm.
So this was maybe 3 years ago, and within 45 minutes after me declaring my non-binary gender identity, they had me meeting with a primary care physician to get on testosterone. That took 8 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
They changed my medical records that day to change my pronouns and my gender that day. And then it was this white glove experience, like, would you like to talk to a gender specialist? And then the surgeon, for top surgery. And no matter what I said to them about having, mental illness in my family or been, sexually assaulted myself as a young girl, or having, anorexia or eating disorders, common things that young women have experienced, or in my case, older women, they're still so happy to give me the surgery. So I got approved for the top surgery in 2 appointments. And then I also asked for a phalloplasty, and they approved that as well. They rushed it. They allowed me not to have to be on the testosterone for a year. They said, okay, in this case, we'll let you go ahead and do both the top surgery and the phalloplasty at the same time.
Oh my God.
Within a few months of me declaring my non-binary identity. So,
which is, it's so criminal, Beth, because to anyone that's paying attention, it's very obviously about profit. You mentioned it in your video with this woman. Yes. These doctors are making bank off of this. And then these people become lifelong patients. So it's just an ongoing cash cow. I don't understand how they're not recognizing that.
Yeah. No, it's true. And, then you have the revisions, and you have, your endocrine system's all messed up. Yeah. So you need different drugs for that. Yeah. You become a medical patient for life.
God bless you for doing all of this great work, going out there. And tell me this. Was this the most danger that you have found yourself in, or has it gotten worse than, someone grabbing your face and threatening to kill you?
I've been in a couple situations now with the Turning Point USA student clubs at UC Berkeley and at UC Davis. And both times when I went to hear a conservative speaker, I think last time it was Rob Schneider, the Antifa, Trans-Tifa, they show up, and, things were thrown at me. My signs were ripped up. I was punched in the back of the head on the UC Davis campus. So I've had physical assault several times now. So, with the threat, I mean, it did shake me enough that I wasn't able to even look at the video or post it for almost a week because it was, it was pretty scary.
Yeah.
And it did, I do feel it's just a really hard time to speak out because the left is going to come after you.
Yeah. You're right. I mean, especially in California. I wouldn't,
Right.
I'm sure there are great men and women who serve as law enforcement in California. I know it's not all of them, but the fact that the trans Tifa has been able to do what they've done to you, I
Right.
mean, I would question how many have actually had repercussions from that, because what I see in some of the stuff that I'm watching, it's like, oh, great, you can assault someone and the police don't even do anything about it. So it's scary there in California.
It is.
I will be praying for you for your safety, because there's a bunch of lunatics out there. I get it. You guys want to save your state, and I commend you for that, but it's dangerous in the meantime. So Beth, tell everyone where they can follow your work.
I actually put a lot on Facebook under Beth Young Born, and I set it to public. And then I'm also on X. I think it's Born dash Beth 2345.
Yeah, Born _ Beth
Yeah.
2345.
Yeah, thank you. There it is.
Yeah.
And I also did post the story on a Substack, so
Great.
it's there. So,
Okay.
I really just appreciate it.
Yeah, can they find the Substack on your X account?
It's Reality Last Stand. And I think if you just put in, Beth Bourne non-binary undercover, it would pop up.
The keywords you never thought that you would find yourself
Exactly.
in. And now that's it. No, just Google Beth non-binary and my name will pop right up on the first one.
Exactly. It does.
Well, I appreciate all of your great work. I will be praying for your safety. Stay safe out there, and we will be continuing to push the university for some sort of consequences for this woman. She should not be able to get away with this and keep, her career intact, especially working for a university. So we will keep on that, and you keep doing your thing, and we'll support you, Beth.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.